In a tranquil pond nestled at the edge of whispering woods, there lived a young dragonfly named Zephyr. His wings shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, and his large compound eyes sparkled with an insatiable curiosity. Zephyr was known among his fellow pond dwellers as the fastest flyer of his generation. However, he harbored a secret fear. The thought of venturing beyond the familiar boundaries of his watery home filled him with dread. One lazy afternoon, as Zephyr darted between lily pads, he caught snippets of a tale being told by Grump, the wise old bullfrog. Grump spoke of a mystical place called Firefly Valley, where the waters glowed with magical properties. It was said that any creature bathing in these luminous waters would gain the ability to light up the night sky. The story captured Zephyr's imagination, filling his dreams with visions of glowing waters and twinkling lights. Yet the prospect of leaving the safety of his pond to seek out this fabled valley terrified him. For days, Zephyr wrestled with his desire for adventure and his fear of the unknown. One night, as Zephyr perched on a reed, unable to sleep, a gentle breeze seemed to whisper words of encouragement. The wind's soft message spoke of the adventures awaiting those brave enough to spread their wings. Inspired by these words, Zephyr made a life-changing decision. He would embark on a quest to find Firefly Valley. As dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Zephyr bid farewell to his pond friends. The water striders waved their spindly legs, the minnows blew farewell bubbles, and even old Grump managed an encouraging smile. With Grump's parting advice to follow the laughing brook to reach Firefly Valley, Zephyr took a deep breath and launched himself into the air. The young dragonfly's journey began cautiously, flying low and slow over unfamiliar terrain. But as he ventured further from the pond, Zephyr's confidence grew. He marveled at the new sights and sounds that greeted him at every turn. His wings carried him over sun-dappled meadows bursting with wildflowers, across bubbling streams that chattered merrily, and through forests where leaves whispered ancient secrets. As Zephyr navigated this new world, he encountered Luna, a beautiful silver moth who shared his dream of finding Firefly Valley. The two became fast friends, their shared goal creating an instant bond. Together they continued the quest, their journey made lighter by companionship. However, their adventure was not without challenges. As the day progressed, dark clouds gathered ominously on the horizon. Soon, heavy raindrops began to fall, and gusts of wind buffeted the insect travelers. Seeking shelter beneath a large leaf, Zephyr and Luna huddled together, their earlier excitement dampened by the storm's fury. Fear threatened to overwhelm them both, but Zephyr remembered the encouraging whisper of the breeze. Drawing on an inner strength he didn't know he possessed, he began to hum a cheerful tune his mother had taught him. The familiar melody soothed their frayed nerves, and before long the storm passed, leaving behind a freshly washed world. Emerging from their leafy shelter, Zephyr and Luna were greeted by a magnificent sight. A brilliant rainbow arched across the sky, its vibrant colors seemingly pointing the way to their destination. With renewed determination, they followed the rainbow's path, their wings still damp but their spirits soaring. As they crested a hill, an awe-inspiring view stopped them in mid-flight. Spread out before them was a vast valley filled with thousands of twinkling lights. They had found Firefly Valley at last. Descending into the valley, Zephyr and Luna were warmly welcomed by the resident fireflies. An elder named Ember greeted the young adventurers, praising their bravery in making such a long journey. When Zephyr inquired about the legend of the glowing waters, Ember's eyes twinkled with ancient wisdom. The old firefly explained that the true magic of the valley wasn't in its waters, but in the friendships forged there. Every visitor to Firefly Valley discovered the light within themselves, a light born of courage, kindness, and the spirit of adventure. As if to demonstrate this truth, Ember began to glow brightly. To their amazement, Zephyr and Luna found themselves glowing too, their bodies filled with a warm, comforting light. They realized that this inner light had been with them all along, growing stronger with every obstacle they overcame on their journey. Zephyr and Luna spent a magical week in Firefly Valley, forming new friendships and learning to nurture their inner glow. When it came time to return home, they were sad to leave, but excited to share their newfound wisdom with their friends back at the pond. The return journey seemed to pass in the blink of an eye, filled with joyous recollections of their adventure. Upon reaching the familiar pond, Zephyr was greeted with amazement by his fellow pond dwellers. He had left as a timid young dragonfly and returned as a confident explorer, his inner light shining for all to see. From that day forward, Zephyr became known not just for his speed, but for his courage and wisdom. He often regaled the younger pond inhabitants with tales of his grand adventure, inspiring them to nurture their own inner light and to never fear spreading their wings to embrace new experiences. And on quiet evenings, as twilight painted the sky in soft purples and blues, Zephyr would sometimes glow gently, a reminder of the magic he had discovered in Firefly Valley and the light he had found within himself.